The first time I was here, my impression was that this village was desperate. It was barren, the people were starving.
There were several times where I would just cry because it was devastating and so different from anything that I've seen and known.
When we first drove into the village, it was a mass of little African children reaching for the bus. They were so excited.
The children were wearing clothes that were held together by safety pins and some not held together at all, but yet you would look at their face and they would be smiling and all you would see was smiles.
That's what impacted me the most, was just the joy they have without having anything.
Our church had encouraged people to get sponsors, and they had asked us to go for some of the older children because the younger ones are picked first. And so my husband had picked out a boy named Malinga Isaac, and when I first got here, I didn't know how in the world I would find him, and I told someone, "Where's Malinga Isaac?" And over all these children, I saw this head come up and this smile, and as soon as I saw him, I knew, like, there he is, and he found me, and I found him.
Bunga pupe yalaman noi, bunga pupe yalaman noi. Lo aga ngata da ingangan kinongo boro lo mama ite lo more adi munenengo.
I also fell in love with another child when I was first here, and his name was Francis, and he became my translator. He would follow me everywhere. So I went home and asked my family if they would sponsor him.
What I think is that they love me actually. That is why they choose to sponsor me. Yeah. And I also love them too.
My sponsored child is Gabriel. He was 11, I think, when we started, and he's 16 now. You see his growth in his education and how he's writing, and that makes, obviously, us feel good as sponsors that we're helping continue his education that he may not have had an opportunity to do. But we also learn from him because the words that they write in these letters are powerful. He's got some dreams of things that I talked to him about the other day, to own his own business and going to school and how hard he works at that. And so it's very heartwarming to know that it's not just a monthly tithe, but there's actual feelings and there's actual relationship and there's actual prayer going back and forth that's felt.
Tad is a good man, has a great heart, helps and likes me. I was very happy and I thank God for that, because when I was not sponsored, I had some challenges, but now I'm good.
For the kids I sponsor, I want them to feel loved, and I feel like I've seen one of my dreams for them in action. Yesterday, one of my boys was leading and teaching the discipleship yesterday at the CarePoint, and he was saying that the leaders of the church are going to be children from this CarePoint, that we are the future. And so over the last 4 to 5 years, I have seen my boys grow from 15-year-olds, boys who are just playful, into men who are making decisions for their lives.
After my education, I want to be a doctor as well as a pastor.
You know, as being an orphan, you feel the heart which needs to help. So I need to help some kids when I grow up. Yeah, I need to teach them to know Jesus Christ.
I feel it's my mission to tell as many people when I get home as I can about what God is doing here and how they can be a part of it.
Thank you, Jason and Kelly, for changing my story.
Thank you for changing my story.
Thank you, Tad, for changing my story.